This is fielded at the goal line. Gets through, and now an opening. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, the 20, 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3.
And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. To throw is Brissett. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing. Brissett. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Brissett, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They're back at the 8 now. Third and goal. Now Brissett. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Christian Wilkins in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This will be a 37-yard attempt. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Avery Moss picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter. Yeah,
anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Minka Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
Third down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
It's third and long for Brissett. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Regular.
A give running right, Drake. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And a Dolphin first down.
Between 80! 53 is the mark. I got one. Check 52. Deuce.
Now on first down, Drake again. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go.
Throwing on second down, Fitzpatrick. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Wilson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will get him one closer.
31. Dolphins 21.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Mack. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Rolling to his right. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Focus, defense, focus.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Looking deep here for Ebron. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Brissett sets to throw it. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes Grant on the return. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Dolphin football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Fitzpatrick on 1st down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Drake. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Drake. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
3rd and goal, it's Drake. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Strong, strong, strong. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check. Check. Can I go 5-0 here?
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Sanders' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Brissett now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts. But now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground.
Regular. Kill, turn up.
Now Drake. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 27-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Buying time to his left. And he floated one out there incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Colts 10-yard line.
Check tight. Safe. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Yeah, go Jim.
Motion. 58's the line.
Running, it's Drake. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Kill. Left.
Right back to Drake. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Call it a gain of 12, but, of course, not a first down due to the previous penalty. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Ricky. Check.
On second down now, it's Drake. Powers through, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Heavy on the edges. Wait. 58 to Mike. Go ahead. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. And 58 is the Mike. 58 is the Mike. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
Mike. White 80!
53, Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
There you go. Get down. Hey.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
Fitzpatrick to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. Fitzpatrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across mid. Field.
Let's go.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Miami.
20. Check 53. Now watch one.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This from Tom Dempsey range here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
53
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, defense. Let's get it. Defense. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Now the first throw in overtime for Fitzpatrick. Short throw taken in by the tight end O'Leary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, Drake fighting through, and he's got space. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Dolphins.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
They'll run here with Balaj. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the toss play, this is Drake. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
Hey, color.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was Nick Nelson that time who got a hand in to break that one up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And that is no good. And that changes everything here in OT.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brissett escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Brissett. And that will be incomplete. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Returnable for Grant. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offensive coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it, that field goal attempt was